Hey guys, what's up? So this is going to be a book discussion video and not a book review video. That means that this video is going to be full of spoilers from the book The Perks of Being Wallflower by Stephen. So if you haven't read this book yet, then make sure that you leave the video right here and read it, because you would not want to read the book if you already know the spoilers. Also, before you leave, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, because it's free and I make many bookish videos, so maybe you would love to watch them. So I've selected few of the questions from the internet, and few of the questions were asked by few bookstagrammers on Instagram. I would be reading a question and answering that, and make sure that you too participate in this discussion, because otherwise it won't be a discussion. So if you have read this book again, only then watch this video, otherwise please leave, because there might be spoilers which you would not want to know before you read the book. So let's get started. Make sure that you comment to the questions and I'll be answering here. So the first question is, does a book in a letter type format affect the deliverance? Well, I definitely think so, because it gives a personal touch when you write a letter or when you are journaling about it and you address it to someone, some specific person from one's point of view. So I definitely think that it enhances the emotions and the deliverance of the message and the emotions that you are wanting to put it out. Also, a few of the books which were in letter type format or in a journaling format was Anne Frank's Diary and also The Color of Purple by Alice Walker, which are both my very favorite books and are always close to my heart. The second question is asked by one of the bookstagrammers. The question is, did you see a part of yourself in any specific character? Well, of course, I'm sure that we all must have seen ourselves in some or the other character, or maybe a few part of ourselves in each one of the characters, because the characters are so real in this book. They are all teenagers in high schools and are struggling and are wanting to come out and are trying to understand themselves and the emotions. I certainly connected mostly with Charlie because number one, he writes letters and I absolutely love doing that. I love writing letters, and journaling is my favorite thing to do, because it helps me to understand myself. It helps me to let me put out the emotions which I am not very comfortable having with. And secondly, he is an introvert and is struggling to understand his own emotions, which I guess most of the book nerds might be trying to relate to, because we all are introverts somewhere. The next question is, what do you have to say about Bill? Well, I guess Bill deserves a lot more attention that he already is getting, which I think is very negligible, because Bill taught us to participate. And I don't think so Charlie would have evolved if he wouldn't have participated, if it wouldn't be Bill, that is his teacher, who would have asked him to participate. And I guess we all need such teachers in high schools, and I'm very thankful and I'm very happy that I had one such teacher, that is Suma ma'am, who used to have these TGIF sessions every Friday. That is, thank God it's Friday sessions, and they used to be after the college hours, and we used to not get any extra attendance, nor were they compulsory, but they were very amazing. I felt liberated, I felt open, I felt very emotional at times, and I definitely left the room with a much value education after those sessions. So I'm very thankful for that. Suma ma'am, if you're watching this video, thank you. We all need such teachers like Bill, who would encourage us to participate and would help us to enhance our emotions and would also have real conversations with us. So the next question is again from a bookstagrammer, and it is the question is asked by Karan, and the question is, self-introduction with height specifically, and then book introduction. Well, number one, I'm tall. Number two, book introduction. I'm sure that we all have read this book, and this book does not need any introduction. It is a gem. It is a masterpiece. And if you haven't read this book, you should not be watching this video, because there are spoilers. So the next question is again from a bookstagrammer, that is Book Sisters, that is Anjali and Gayatri. By the way, I totally love your account and I definitely look forward to your post and your reviews because they are very helpful. Guys, I will be adding their link in the description to their Instagram page, so make sure that you check and you follow them because they are pretty amazing. So the question is, do you think the book romanticizes drug abuse? Well, I think so. They being teenagers and sliding towards drugs when they are heartbroken and when they are depressed or when they are hiding out and are wanting to run away from their emotions, from themselves, was not a huge surprise for me. But when you start hallucinating and you don't stop and you start seeing things, is not okay. So guys, if you're facing any drug abuse or are going through something very difficult and are wanting to leave drugs, make sure that you reach out to someone that you love and you talk to them because they would definitely do something to help you guys. And if nothing works, make sure that you at least visit a psychiatrist because I know that they definitely help. Or make a list of the things that you're thankful for and that you appreciate in your sober life, because like that it will help you to foster and appreciate the things that you're happy about when you are sober, and will remind you of why you entered the treatment in the first place. Also, there are the mentions where Charlie goes to his psychiatrist and talks about things, which I guess is very encouraging and one must definitely consider it. The next question is, do you think that Patrick was using Charlie? Well, not at all. I know there were places where one would feel like he was using, but we need to understand that Patrick had gone through a very brutal breakup with his boyfriend and that he was gay, and coming out in that time period that he was gay was a very strong thing to do, and the fact that he was later bullied by him in front of everyone was even more worst. So definitely he was sliding towards depression, and I guess Charlie, who was obviously a wallflower who used to see things and understand things, was a perfect person who Patrick would definitely want to hang out with at such a time period. So that was it, guys. Comment down the answers to the questions that you would want to talk about and discuss about. If you have anything to counter what I said, if you think that I missed something, make sure that you comment and let's discuss about this book, because this book is very close to my heart after I read it, and I can't stop thinking about the world that this book have offered us. Well, I have a question for you. Tell me if you think you are a wallflower or you know someone who is a wallflower to you in your life. Someone who sees things, who understands things and keeps it to yourself. Someone who is a great listener. Make sure that you like, share and subscribe to this video so that more people can participate in this book discussion. And I will be back with many bookish videos soon. So until then, keep reading.